Ta-da. Okay. So here we are. So we are continuing on from last week. So last week we had Sun Salutation A, or Surya Namaskara A, and this week we have Sun Salutation B, or Surya Namaskara B. And again, this stems from the Ashtanga lineage. Generally, the order that it's practiced in is obviously Sun Salutation A and then Sun Salutation B. So Sun Salutation A warms up the body, and then Sun Salutation B builds on that before. Maybe if you was practicing Ashtanga, you'd go on to more difficult asanas or just in a flow in general. As always, as last week, again, invitation to be gentle with yourself. We're easing back into movement after some stillness the last couple of weeks. So be gentle with yourself. We're going to slow the practice down a little bit more. We're going to break it down, and then invitation to flow. So as always, take any variations you need, take rest anytime you need, make this practice your own. So we're actually going to start standing up today. We're going to come to a mountain pose at the top of the mat. If you don't have any blocks that you want to grab, you're welcome to do so. And feet can stay roughly hip width apart or slightly wider than hip width apart. And just take a moment to come to arrive, come to settle. So if you need to find any movements, any wiggles, then go ahead, take any movement that you need, any release before coming to find some stillness. And you can close the eyes down or have a soft gaze. And just invite the body to soften first of all, let go of any control. Ensure that you're not locking through the knees. Have a little soft bend or a micro bend if you need. And just take a moment to notice the breath here. Notice as the body might naturally move or sway with the breath. Notice if the weight rocks back and forth in the feet. Or maybe if your weight is planted on the insides or the outside edges of your feet. Take a moment here to notice. And as we slowly start to deepen that breath, invite the natural inhale to expand into the belly, through the nose if it's comfortable. And as you exhale, slowly and completely. Just landing, just arriving, just noticing how the body feels. How the mind feels. And how is your energy today? And keeping the breath easy and natural, we're going to start to find a little bit of activation starting from the feet. So as we plant those feet firmly into the mat, taking the weight into the big toes, into the little toes, and all the way back down into the heels. And as you inhale, start to invite that activation to draw up the legs. So finding a little bit of activation through the thighs, the calves. Start to lengthen through that tailbone. Maybe the tailbone rocks back, pelvis tips forward. A little bit of activation through the tummy here as you start to find that length in the spine. And take those shoulders up towards the ears and then roll them down the back. Taking a big breath, expanding through the chest, through the rib cage. And as you exhale, send that activation all the way down into the fingertips. Palms become active, facing forward. Inhaling, growing taller through the crown of the head. Exhale, maybe slightly drop that chin so the head becomes parallel. And maybe we tuck that chin slightly back from the heart space. So inhaling, sinking into the heels now and finding that full length at the back of the body. Exhale. And again, you can keep the eyes closed here as we take 3 more deep breaths. Invitation to settle on an intention for today, for your practice. Asking yourself what you need. Why are you here? Remembering to be kind and be gentle to yourself. Slowly start to flicker those eyes open, coming back into your space. Inhaling here, and as we exhale, draw that chin all the way down to the chest. Find that length, that space in the back of the neck, the back of the shoulders, shoulders actively drawing down and away. Finding some neck rolls here as you inhale, draw the right ear towards the right shoulder. Exhale back through center. Inhale to the left. Exhale through center. I'm just taking a few breaths here, either going side to side, or if it feels comfortable, you can find some full circles of the head and the neck. Coming into any clicks, any crunches, any areas of tension here. Staying with that full steady breath. When you're ready, slowly coming back to center. Inhale, take those shoulders to the ears once more. And as we exhale, find some circles through the shoulders. So this might just be isolated in the shoulders, or you might bring the hands to the shoulders, find some bigger circles with the arms, or maybe even 4 circles. So just tune into any release here, planting down through the feet. Maybe reverse direction if that feels good. Allow this movement to ripple through the body to find any release. One more breath here. And when you're ready, come back to stillness. Come back to center. Inhaling here, and this time as we exhale, we're just bending the knees. So take a soft bend in the knees. If you need to take the feet a little wider, you can. And bring the hands onto the thighs here. As we find some standing cat-cows. As we inhale, open the chest, drop those shoulders down, take that gaze up. And as you exhale, chin towards the chest, round through the shoulders, round through the back, draw that chin all the way in, navel to spine. Rippling forwards on the inhale, open through the heart space. Allow there to be an arch in the lower back. And exhale, rounding and drawing in. One more time with your breath as you inhale to open. And exhale to close. And this time inhaling, continuing all the way up, reaching back through your tall mountain pose. And exhaling here, beautiful. As we inhale, this time bring those hands all the way above the head, and you can catch the wrist if you prefer, or keep the hands shoulder width apart. Right hand finds the left wrist, inhaling, finding length. As you exhale, send those hips over to the left as you find a little dip over to the right side, stretching into that left side body, planting into the feet. Inhale all the way up through center, switch the grip. Exhale, hips to the right, lean to the left. Inhale all the way through center. One more time each side. Exhale to the right, and either the feet can stay planted or maybe right steps behind the left as you come into your palm tree pose. Inhale through center. Exhale to the other side. Beautiful. Inhale, coming all the way up. And this time as we exhale, spread those hands wide. Take a turn to the right side. So right hand comes behind you, left hand in front. And again, seeing if those hips can shine forwards. You might need to keep a soft bend in the knee here. If it's comfortable, maybe gaze over that back shoulder and start to find a little bit of movement in the wrists here. Maybe some circles. Inhaling, finding some length. Exhale, maybe rotating a little deeper. Inhale, this time windmill those hands all the way up through center. And as we exhale, open to the left side, maybe gazing over that left shoulder if it's comfortable, hips shining forwards. And maybe circling those wrists the other direction, staying grounded through the feet, finding length on the inhale through the spine. Maybe as you exhale, twisting a little deeper. Beautiful. Inhale, windmilling all the way up through center. And this time as we exhale, taking a forward fold, gently swan diving all the way forward, either coming to your block, pausing here, or coming all the way down into your full forward fold. Bend in the knees, allow that top half of the body to be soft and heavy. Maybe find a little shake from side to side. Any more release in the neck or the shoulders. And 3 halfway lifts. So as you inhale, find that length, straighten through the legs, take that gaze forward, nice long flat back. Exhale to soften. Inhale to activate halfway lift. Exhale to release. Inhale halfway. Really slide those shoulders down the back. And this time as we exhale, plant the hands down and we'll step back to tabletop. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Find that nice long flat back once more, length from the crown all the way to the tail. 3 rounds of regular cat-cow when you're ready. As you inhale, dip the belly, raise chest. As you exhale, rolling under, squeezing in. Inhale, finding space in the heart space. Exhale, rounding under. Last time, movement with your breath. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling here. So option to stay in tabletop, or maybe as you inhale, you might come to find plank. You can take those feet behind you, start to find a little bit of length and activation here. Or you can stay with the knees grounded, or a half plank option. Take one more breath here, find a little bit of fire in the belly. And as we exhale, lowering the knees, bending the elbows, lowering all the way down to the mat. Taking the feet long, option to take them wide if you have any back niggles. And this time bring those hands wide off the mat in line with the shoulders. 3 rounds of wide cobra when you're ready. As you inhale, lift the chest, come onto the fingertips. Find some activation, really push into the mat here. Exhale to soften back down. 2 more times, inhaling, finding space. Exhale to release. Movement with your breath. And this time, squeeze those hands in line with the shoulders into the body, regular baby cobra this time. As you inhale, squeeze the elbows in. And as you exhale, send those hips back, come to find your child's pose. Option to take the knees wide here, find any support you need. Take a big breath in through the nose. Big sigh out the mouth. From here, taking that right arm just a little bit longer than the left. So finding some length in that right arm, stretching towards the top of the mat. And as you exhale, switch to the left arm becomes longer, you soften through the right hand. Inhale, right arm extends up towards the top of the mat, almost like a cat pouring at the mat here. Exhale, left arm extends. One more time, each side lengthening through the right on the inhale. Lengthening through the left on the exhale. And coming back to center when you're ready. Taking a full 360 breaths, breathing into the back of the rib cage. Exhaling to soften. And either you can stay in child's pose today, or if you feel ready, as you inhale, you can untuck those toes. As you exhale, start to lift those hips high. Come to find a downward facing dog. If you're in down dog, walking through the dog, switching the weight left to right, bending and straightening. One more big breath, come to find some stillness. Maybe there's a bend in the knees. Lifting those hips up and away on the exhale. From here, low lunge on the right side. As you inhale, step the right foot between the hands. Drop the left knee. Come to find some blocks if you need. Or maybe the hands come to the shins or the heart space. As you inhale, find that lift, that length. Squeeze those glutes, the quads together. Exhale, draw that tailbone nice and long. One more breath here. Inhaling here. And as you exhale, plant the hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Left side, as you inhale, step the left foot between the hands, drop the right knee. Come to find your variation of low lunge. Inhale, find the length. Exhale, find the release. Inhaling here. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to your downward facing dog. Really nice. Deep breath in. Full breath out. This time as we inhale, pigeon step those feet one step in front of the other as we come back to a halfway lift at the top of the mat. Length in the back, gaze forwards. Exhale to release or soften. Rolling all the way up on the inhale, and use your exhale. As you inhale, unravel, roll, plant through the feet, growing taller all the way back to your mountain pose. Release the shoulders down the back, planting into the feet and coming to this activation, this samastiti, this command of activation. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Finding your ujjayi breath, this time inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose, ujjayi breath. 2 more rounds with your breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose with the audible sound at the back of the throat. Reminding yourself of your intention. As we prepare for Sun Salutation A, Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, take those hands all the way above the head, draw those ribs in, tailbone nice and long, grounding through the feet. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, head heavy, bend in the knees if you need. Inhale, halfway lift, hands can come to shins or the blocks, gaze forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Either find your plank or drop the knees to your tabletop. Pause for one breath. And as you exhale, drop the knees, chest, chin, lower all the way down. Energy through the toes as we inhale, baby cobra. As we exhale, child's pose or downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths here. When you're ready, as you inhale, bend the knees, look to the top of the mat, step back to find your halfway lift, hands to the blocks or to your shins. Exhale, release, forward fold. Root to rise as you inhale all the way up and use that exhale. Releasing to your mountain pose. One big breath here. Second round when you're ready, going at your own pace as you inhale, upward mountain. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank or tabletop. Inhaling here, As you exhale, either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga if it's in your practice. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog if you're ready. Exhale, child's pose or downward facing dog. Pause for 3 deep breaths. Come to find that ujjayi breath. Exhale, navel to spine, hips up and away. As you inhale, bend the knees, step to the top of the mat, back to your halfway lift. Exhale, release, forward fold. Root to rise on the next breath, bringing you all the way up. Exhale, release, mountain pose. Deep breath. Third round of Sun Salutation A when you're ready. As you inhale, take those arms all the way up. Draw those ribs in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step back, tabletop or plank. Pause for one breath. Your variation, exhale, chaturanga, dandasana. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, hips back, child's pose or downward facing dog. 3 deep ujjayi breaths. Anchoring the mind to the breath, to the practice, to the present moment. Externally rotate the shoulders away from the ears. Gaze between the legs. When you're ready, as you inhale, bend the knees, step back to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Next breath, root to rise, bringing you all the way up. Release to your mountain pose. Beautiful. Just take a moment here. Check in with the energy. Notice how the body feels. Where is the mind? Where are the thoughts? How is the energy feeling? From here, invitation to take those feet either hip width or just slightly wider than hip width here. Inhaling, finding that length in the spine once more. As we exhale, just take a bend in the knees, start to sink into those knees. So we're preparing to come into chair pose here. So as we exhale, sink the weight into the heels and sink those hips back towards the back of the mat. You can either bring the hands to the thighs or take them to the heart space. You can come to prayer pose here. Inhaling, finding that openness through the chest. Peel the shoulder blades out, away. And as you exhale, sink a little bit deeper. See if you can find that softness through the knees, planting into the heels. Beautiful. On the next breath, see if you can draw that tailbone under. So we have that nice long flat back. So we're not arching through the back, we're not rounding. Seeing if we can find that nice long flat back. Beautiful. Stay with the breath here. An option to add on, either the hands can stay at the heart space. You can extend in line with the shoulders, or as you inhale, take them up in line with the ears, above the head. Really exhale, sinking into your chair pose here. One more big breath. Beautiful. You got this. Breathing in As you exhale, release all the way down, forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step back either to your plank or to your tabletop. Inhaling. Exhale to lower. Inhaling, baby cobra or up dog. Open the chest. Exhale, hips back, either child's pose or downward facing dog. One breath here this time as we prepare to find warrior one on the right side. So as we inhale, right foot steps between the hands. And as we come up onto, either you can stay in high lunge here on the ball of the back foot, or you can drop that back foot down. So the outer edge is grounded here, about 45 degrees. As you inhale, just take those hips to the top of the mat, sinking down into that front leg, ensuring that the ankle, the knees stacked above the ankle. And take a breath here, pause, sinking to the front weight, and really ground and push into the outside edge, or if you're on the ball of the back foot. Inhale, find the space. Exhale, sinking into that front foot. And again, option to add on as we inhale, maybe we might extend those arms all the way up above the head, either staying shoulder height or palms can touch. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Inhale, find the space. Exhale, windmill those hands all the way down to frame the front foot and step back. Either find your plank or your tabletop. Breathing in as you exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, hips back, either child's pose or downward facing dog. As we prepare for warrior 1 on the other side, this time left foot steps between the hands, coming all the way up onto that back foot. And again, option, you can stay with the warrior high lunge, on the ball of the foot, or you can drop that back foot, ground through that outer edge, take a bend in the front knee, and square those hips towards the top of the mat. Beautiful. Exhale, relax the shoulders. As you inhale, maybe you extend those arms all the way up. Draw the tummy in, ribs in. One more big breath here. And as you exhale, hands come down to lower, frame that front foot, step back to find your vinyasa, either plank or tabletop. Inhaling, exhaling to lower. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, hips back, child's pose or downward facing dog. Pausing for 3 deep breaths. If you're in child's pose, as you inhale through to tabletop. And when you're ready, as you inhale, step back to that halfway lift at the top of the mat. Exhale, release, forward fold. This time as we inhale, we're coming back to chair pose. So Penny, use that exhale. So Penny, take your inhale now. And at the next breath, as we inhale or exhale, we're sinking into the hips, taking the weight back, engaging through the core, drawing all the energy in and up, back into your chair pose. And as you inhale, release through to your mountain pose. Beautiful. Take a moment here, take a pause, find the breath. So that was a breakdown of Sun Salutation B. As you can tell, it's quite intense. Lots more vinyasas. We do the right side, then we do the left side. So we can break that down and we can skip steps. We're going to go through another round. And as always, I invite you to rest anytime you need, find your own practice here. So this is Sun Salutation B, Surya Namaskara B. Grounding through stillness and mountain pose to prepare. Inhale, bend the knees, chair pose. Sink the weight back into the hips, into the heels. Find that long, flat back. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, either plank or tabletop. First vinyasa, you can stay with cat-cow, or if you're ready, as you exhale, you can lower all the way down to the mat. As you inhale, baby cobra or up dog. As you exhale, either stay in tabletop or hips back to downward facing dog. Next breath, as we inhale, if you're in down dog, flip that left back heel down to the mat first, grounding through that left heel. As you inhale, right foot steps between the hands, coming all the way up to your variation, either high lunge or warrior one. Bend in the front knee, weight into the back edge of that back foot and shine that hip, that knee out towards the right side of the mat. Hips squaring forward. Find the breath. As you exhale, either stepping straight back to your down dog or find your vinyasa. So either come through hands to frame that front foot, either step straight back to down dog or take your flow as you exhale your variation, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. Preparing for the left side, step that left foot between the hands and either come all the way up, high lunge, or drop the back edge of that back foot, bend in the front knee, warrior one on the other side. Really sinking the weight down, hips shining forward, find that space in the chest. Exhale, plant the hands, step back again, either down dog or take your vinyasa. Lowering knees, chest, chin. Inhaling. Exhaling, either child's pose or downward facing dog. Pausing for 3 deep breaths. Allowing the breath to provide endurance for your practice today. Knowing when it's okay to rest. Or finding your inner power, your inner strength. Carry on. And as you inhale, bend the knees, look to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, bend the knees, take that weight forward. Take that weight back, arms forward, open the chest, sink a little deeper. Next breath to release, coming all the way up, release the hands, mountain pose. Beautiful, release the shoulders, pause for a breath here. Beautiful. Your practice, third and final round, Surya Namaskara B when you're ready. As you inhale, bend the knees, weight back, chair pose, Utkatasana. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Your variation, either cat-cow or lowering, exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale through either tabletop or downward facing dog. Right side when you're ready. As you inhale, right foot steps between the hands. Your variation, high lunge. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana on hips going forward. Weight into the feet, sink into the hips. Exhale, windmill that hand down. Either step back down dog or take your vinyasa as you lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side when you're ready. As you inhale, left foot steps between the hands. High lunge or Virabhadrasana one. Inhale, find the length. Exhale to take your vinyasa, hands come down, step back. Either pause or chaturanga, dandasana. Inhaling. Exhaling. 3 deep breaths here. When you're ready, as you inhale, bend the knees, look to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Penny, use that exhale, weight into the heels, open through the heart space. Release to your mountain pose. Beautiful. Take a breath here. Find any movement, any release, any wiggles. And come back to the strength, to the endurance that is the Ujjayi breath. Cleansing breath. One more big breath here. One last little chair pose. As we inhale, bend the knees, take that weight back into the heels. Find that length in the spine, open through the chest. Either you can release and come down to your mat, or find a little fire, a little burn as we exhale, sinking into a deep chair pose. You might come onto the toes as we slowly lower all the way down into the toe stance here. Draw those knees together and come to eventually plonk down onto the mat. Beautiful, you made it. Really nice. Well done, guys. Come to find a butterfly pose, soles of the feet together, or you can take a easy seat, cross-legged here. Find those wiggles. Take a breath. Beautiful. And come to find your stillness. So either toes shining towards the top of the mat or drawing in towards the sit bones here. You can support the knees, or again, easy seat. Just planting those sit bones down, finding that length in the spine. Option to stay lifted, or maybe as you exhale, you can find a little forward fold. You can take the weight forward. Seeing if you can hinge at the hips, keep that length in the spine. Allow that neck to soften. Maybe with every inhale, growing taller. Maybe with every exhale, folding deeper. Or staying lifted if that is your practice today. Soften through the face, through the jaw, through the forehead. Soften through the shoulders. Slowly and gently as you inhale, start to peel that chest all the way up through center. Exhaling here, finding a twist. So either from your butterfly or from your easy seat, right arm crosses over to the left knee, left hand behind you. As you inhale, find the length. As you exhale, find the twist. And as you inhale, slowly and gently release back through center. Take the opposite hand to the opposite knee. Other hand behind you as you inhale, grow tall. As you exhale, find the twist. And slowly and gently as you inhale, come back through center. And this time either from your butterfly or from your cross-legged. As you inhale, take the hands to the mat in line with the hips. An invitation to start to walk those hands slightly back. So you start to find a little back bend, open through the chest. Draw those shoulders down. Maybe take the gaze all the way up if it's comfortable. Really lift that heart space up to the sky. Holding for a few breaths here. And when you're ready, slowly and gently walking back through center. Releasing the hands, really nice. And close those knees together and either drifting off onto one side or rolling directly onto the spine as we come all the way down onto the mat. And you can bring the knees in towards the chest and find any wiggles, any rocks, any circles. Inhaling here. And as we exhale, either planting that left foot down onto the mat, keeping the right knee in towards the chest, or option to extend that left foot all the way down to the top of the mat. As you inhale, just bring that knee in towards the chest or even out towards the side under the armpit if it's comfortable. And as you exhale, soften the shoulders. And as we inhale, taking that right knee across the body, coming all the way over to your twist, either coming to your block or to the mat, or you can keep both knees bent here. Just see if you can draw that right shoulder down towards the mat, gazing over that right shoulder if it's comfortable. And just allow the eyes to close down. Allowing the breath to slow down. Noticing the rise, the expansion of the inhale. Softening into the exhale. And slowly and gently as you inhale, bring that knee all the way back up through center. You can switch legs, send that right leg down, bring that left knee up. And again, you might keep the bend in the right knee, foot grounded, or you might extend that leg all the way down. option to draw that left knee either into the chest or out towards the armpit if it feels good. Breathing into the hips here, sinking the shoulders down. Inhaling. And when you're ready on the exhale, take that knee all the way over and finding your variation again. Maybe you come to a block. Maybe you keep both knees bent. Or maybe you release all the way down to the mat. Sink that left shoulder down. Soften the face. Invite the gaze inwards. Notice the movement of the breath, the body, the chest, the belly. And gently on the inhale, drawing that knee all the way back through center. And finding any movement that's good here. Maybe it's both knees into the chest. Maybe it's a happy baby, full body stretch, anything else the body needs here. Taking any final movement. And when you're ready, preparing for our final rest, maybe socks and jumpers, blankets, any props or support, pillows. Taking your time to take anything you need to get comfortable. And maybe stay in constructive rest with feet grounded, a bend in the knees, or you find that full Savasana, giving yourself permission to take up space today. Feet nice and wide, flopped out to the side, palms soft up towards the sky. Taking any adjustments, any wiggles, listening to any final niggles, allowing you to sink into your stillness. Take a big breath in through the nose and a big sigh out the mouth. Two more times, big breaths in through the nose. Big, loud, audible sigh, let it go. Last one, biggest breath of the day. Inhaling down to the belly. Exhaling, letting go, release. Allow the eyes to soften down. Invite softness into the face. Let go of any tension in the jaw, the neck, the collarbone. Softness in the shoulders, the arms, the palms and the fingertips. Let go of the belly, any need to control. Allow the breath to wash in and wash out. Softening through the torso, through the spine. Exhale, sinking those hips into the mat. Allow the bowl of the pelvis to be heavy. Allow the mat, the earth, to hold and support your weight. Exhale, softening through the legs, the knees, the calves, the hamstrings, the ankles, the heels, the soles and the tops of the feet, and all 10 toes. Finding complete relief. Inhaling, scanning the body for any last areas of tension. Exhale, releasing, softening, letting go. Allowing the mind to settle on that easy, natural breath. Maybe counting the inhale and counting the exhale. Start to deepen that breath, inviting fresh prana, life force energy into the body. And exhaling anything stale, anything left to go. In your own time, finding any gentle movements in the body, wiggles in fingers or toes. And finding any bigger movements the body needs. And in your own time, if you feel ready, you can gently roll onto one side. Take one more big breath here. And in your own time, there's no rush, making your way back to your comfortable seat. And bringing the hands together at the heart space and bowing the head. And congratulating yourself for being here, for showing up to your mat. Take one final big breath in. And one final big breath out. Honoring the practice that is yoga. Namaste.